right, we're back at halftime at Mo Rubenstein Stadium, and what you see is the Dean's Hat, Planet Fitness. We'd like to welcome our new sponsor. We thank Rick Albanese at the Heights location for these wonderful hats that we both have on, as you can see, and we're set. We're ready to go for 2017 in Planet Fitness, and they're going to help us out with the halftime stats tonight. So thanks to them, and thanks to Pam Fitzgerald. Pam Fitzgerald at the main office,
corporate headquarters up in Massachusetts.
Yes.
Back and forth conversation with them. Glad to have them aboard, and they're bringing us halftime stats. And unfortunately for the Golden Rams, they find themselves down 14-7 at halftime. First downs, Highlands has 6, Ambridge has 5. Rushing yards, Ambridge 59, Highlands 42. Passing, Ambridge 57, Highlands 39. Total yards, Ambridge 116, Highlands 81. Third downs, Mike, the big story here tonight. 4 or 6 for Ambridge, only 1 of 7 for Highlands. Penalties has been a mess. 7 for 61 for Highlands, 6 for 40 for Ambridge. 1 turnover for the Golden Rams, none for Ambridge. Time possession pretty close, 12-27 for Highlands, 11-33 for Ambridge. And Ambridge gets the ball to start here the second half.
They do. Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique environment where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment. Now, what's important to remember right now, September 5th through 13th, Planet Fitness celebrating their 25th anniversary, and new members can join for only 25 cents down and then $10 a month. So drop by Natrona Heights Planet Fitness today for details, and here's what's important. For all you kids out there, teens 13 to 15 can join, accompanied by an adult 18 or older each time they visit, and if you're 16 or older, you can have your own membership. So get into Planet Fitness today, Natrona Heights, and get details and ask for Rick. We have lots of Highlands people up there that are working, and the classes are great. They have unlimited fitness and training classes, small classes with certified trainers, so you can get those, and we'll get you on the road to a better you.
I go, but I don't take part in the classes because I don't want anybody telling me what to do. I'm of that age now where I'll figure out my own routine, and but they do have great classes. They have 30-minute zones, 60-minute zones, and great time up there. And like you said, all ages, Mike. See everybody up there, and it's in the old Macy's building. I got to go pretty far back to remember that, whereas I used to call it Horns.
All right, so second half's about to come up, and we will take a quick time out, and we'll be back with the kickoff. Highlands needs a touchdown. We'll be back right after this.
Once again, the 50-50 winning.
All right, second half about to begin. Highlands will kick it off. What do you think, Chan? Surprise onside?
Well, Mike, this is the second time Sam Peck's got to kick off. He kicked off as soon as the game started when Logan Christ returned for a touchdown. Some young guys out there. Caleb Radishek, I see him out there. Also number 26, Johnny Christ. DJ Loveland, 42. Ryan Signorella down there.
Damari Jones and Navon Locust are the deep men for Ambridge. As we'll start the second half, and the Rams down by a touchdown at the end of that first half, they got to try to wipe that out. A little bit of inexperience there hurt.
Yep, Elijah Fondrick down there, Luke Cochran.
Manny kicks it deep. It's going to bounce and come in the hands of Damari Jones. And Jones is hit and dropped at the 20-yard line on a great special teams tackle by Johnny Christ.
Highlands tackle made by number 26.
Johnny's been all over the place, Mike.
Yeah, he is. He did a good job receiving in that last drive. Caught 2 passes for 33 yards. 23 yards.
All right, Mike, time to go to work.
First down for the Bridgers on their 20.
Ball back quick and let's do something with it.
Now I need a turnover. The only turnover in the game was by Highlands, and to even it up would probably help them.
Last year, Mike, 49-0 at halftime.
Yep. It's a different year. But
Same game.
Jones is going to get it, and he does, and cuts up through there.
First game play of the game, they did that too.
And up to the 25-yard line. Yeah, Gillette went down hard, and looks like he might have twisted an ankle.
Luke
Cochran on the stop. He had 5 quick tackles, Mike, and that becomes his 6th.
26 yards for Damari Jones on 6 carries. Jermaine Jett did 12 for 45.
Again, same play.
And they're going to do it again, and Jones is hit. And Lamer had a hold of him. But he drags men with him up to the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Gabe Booker also in there.
Mello Freeman, too.
Brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Bridgers.
Big third down, Mike, right off the kick gate.
Now it is.
Bad snap.
Jones is hit, and he doesn't get there.
Yep.
The Rams get him in the backfield. Luke Cochran is back there to make the stop.
And again, Mike, that snap had a little something to do with it because Jones had to go to his left to get the snap, and by that time, blocking schemes were messed up, and Highlands holds. Going to get a chance to get the ball back early here in the third quarter.
4th and about 2. And the punter is number 55, Dylan Wedge. And the ever-dangerous Johnny Christ, or Logan Christ, back there with Gabe Booker, the elder Christ. Wedge boots it, and Logan up to get it at the 46. And the first man gets him across the 50, but the Rams will have good field position. That's a fine special teams tackle by junior Navon Locust.
We had so much action going in the first half, Mike. I didn't get a chance to mention, this is Highlands' 50th year. Can you believe that? 50 years of
Highlands, 50 seasons.
And we'll be talking about throughout the 50 season. I'm going to try to come up with a trivia question every week about Highlands football. And anybody's welcome to participate. I'm always out in the Toronto Heights, Baraka Ridge area. You see me, got a question. As long as I can verify it through George Guido and Bill Heasley, we're good to go.
or the interwebs.
Tonight's question has been verified.
Low snap, and quickly get it out to Christ, and he breaks a tackle, 35-30, and Logan Christ fumbles. But he was down, wasn't he?
They have him down.
They don't. Christ's knee was down for sure. I mean, there was no question about it, but Highlands gets it. His brother got it.
Johnny
got it. That's why.
About that?
Brother helping brother.
Nice job by Johnny. How many are you going to give him on that, Mike?
Well, we'll just take it all the way down there to the 26-yard line. It's a 22-yard game.
Logan's first catch. 61 yards passing now for Cohen. More importantly, first down for Highlands.
At the 26. I'm going to say this now at the risk. The officiating tonight has left a lot to be desired.
On both sides.
Right. Absolutely. Stretch play left. Chet turns it. 20. And out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And a good job of staying with him by Mekhi Robinson, the senior linebacker.
And Mike, once again, key on that play, Jet has to have patience, which he did that time. Positive yards here, going to be second and short, about 4 yards to go. This is what they needed, Mike. Stop. Take the ball down the field, hopefully knock it in the end zone. They were down here right before the half. You were just joining us. Didn't even get a field goal off, unfortunately. Time expired.
Never even got the 4th down.
Yep.
2nd and 4. Pistol. Give it to Jet again.
Big hole.
Oh, there's Cameron Taylor busting through the middle. Like a bowling ball he goes. Inside the 15. And the pile moves. It's a rugby scrum.
That's right.
Cameron Taylor takes it for a 1st and goal to the Ambridge 9-yard line.
Everybody was on top of Mike. He gained 11. He's the first running back other than Jet to touch the ball.
Cam Taylor.
1st and goal, Highlands.
As you said last year, Mike, Booker was leading rusher in the game. He's playing wide receiver tonight.
First and goal at the 9.
That was a big hole that time, Mike.
We'll call it the 10. Direct snap to Cohen. He's going to run it, and he gets maybe a yard. He gets it to the 9-yard line.
Seth Cohen keeps it for no gain for Highlands.
2nd and goal.
Jet back in for Taylor.
Taylor ran that like T.T. Leonard used to run it.
Yeah. Well, they are brothers.
I know that. That's why I said that.
They wear the same number, 44.
He's bigger than T.T. though. Those thighs on him are enormous.
Yep, he's a big kid. Big
2nd and goal. And they give us to Jet. Tries to sprint it out to the right.
He does not get it.
He goes into the end zone, but the
penalty marker
is down behind the play at the 8-yard line. There were two flags.
Yikes.
There's one at the 13 and one at the 9.
Jacob Wayner might get
Take
out there.
your pick.
Jeez.
Penalties have just killed them so far. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a flag or if it's
Holding.
Navon Locust's shoes.
Or
it might be the same flag, and that's all the further one can throw it.
looks like Jake Winter's in the center now.
Now here's my favorite thing. He's asking Ambridge if they want it. Think they want it?
I think so.
Okay.
Highlands having a touchdown taken off the board.
will be spotted back at the 22. I guess that was a spot foul. 2nd and goal at the 22.
8 penalties now, 71 yards, Mike. But boy, that took a touchdown off the board. I'm right, Mike. Jacob Wayner is in the center. Oh, now what? Receiver. They moved.
Snap infraction, dead ball foul on the offense. 5 yards, still 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal at the 27. Well, they perfected this going backwards part.
Yeah. The truck is in reverse.
That beeping sound you hear is the Highlands offense backing up.
Let's get John Gillette out of there, that trucking firm, to pull him forward. Come on, let's go, guys. 8:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Highlands was threatening the 1st and goal.
It could really be a dagger if they end up scoring. Now they're going to run a jet sweep to Booker, and he doesn't get much. He gets it back to about the 23. And down at the bottom of the pile was Malik King.
Tackle made by Ambridge's number 10, Malik King, and 26, Makai Robinson.
The gain is minimal. It's down to the 23-yard line. It's a 4. 3rd and goal.
Big 3rd down, Mike. And again, didn't get any points right before the half.
Now's where you want to get half of it and then have another shot. Jets a sidecar. Cohen is back. He looks and he throws it into the turf. Price was held by Makai Robinson. He had him at the back, right at the waist, and he couldn't get loose to come back and get the ball. It's 4th down.
Yep. What do you do here, Michael?
Ambridge coverage by number 26, Makai Robinson.
It's the first time I'm going to say this. This is why Don Girardi makes the big bucks.
Mello Freeman coming onto the field.
When you go for it, throw it to the end zone. You have to. It's goal to go. Again, if they pick it off, you only give it to them at the 20. And the defense has done a pretty good job here recently.
I'd like to see Romelli get a chance here.
And they're going to throw the takeoff down the sideline. Johnny Christ, and it's incomplete. It hit the helmet of the defender, and that's what broke that up. Johnny was going to get it, but the defender, Tay Lindsay, who had their touchdown last week on a scoop and score, the ball hit him right on the helmet and bounced off, and the Rams don't score again. They've had 1st and goal twice and haven't gone in.
Big opportunities, Mike, going to waste. Golden Rams, again, back out there on defense, have to do something.
First down for the Bridgers. And they gave us to Mari Jones off the right side, and he gets good yardage. The ball came out. There's a battle for it at the bottom of the pile. Jones fumbled.
Big
Highlands has it.
Who's coming out of there with it? Who's got it, Mike?
It's Gabe Booker. Gabe Booker comes out of there with it, and Jones turns it over, and the Rams get it right back.
Gabe Booker on the recovery. Lucas Lamert hurt on that play, Mike. All right, Mike, can that be the difference? Get us started moving here.
They need to protect and get the ball to the end zone on the first play and just go for it.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Get it to Johnny. Get Johnny in a mismatch. Although these corners are pretty athletic, but
the one thing he has, Mike, is the size advantage. There's nobody matches up with him size-wise out there.
That last play, the 4th down play, was going to work, but it did. It hit Lindsay right in the helmet. 1st and 10. Highlands on the Ambridge 32. Signorella in the game in motion to the far side of the field.
Empty set.
And the turn, and they give us to Jet. Cuts his way through there. Head down, barrels inside the 30, and down to the 27-yard line. He took senior defensive end Dylan Dzicki for a ride.
Tackle made by Omari Flanagan. And
Pick up of 5, make it 6.
And number 54, Dylan Dzicki.
2nd down and 5. Highlands call it a long 4. Clock at 7:17 of the 3rd quarter, and the Rams trailing at 14-7.
Jet has some kind of equipment problem. Like he threw something to the sideline.
Price is the wing back. H-back. Jet again. Not this time. Jet is hit. Met at the line of scrimmage by Korea King. We have a flag down way out here near the Ambridge sideline. And we'll see what this one's all about. Now the refs have certainly got their airtime tonight. No question about that. Procedure call against Highlands. That might have been a lineup problem. I wouldn't take that if I was Terry George. I would let that one go. The Rams didn't get anything on that. Maybe a yard.
Discussing it.
Now let's listen.
Illegal formation on the offense. Line up number on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Well, they're taking
They took it.
Thank you.
10 penalties now, 81 yards, Mike. Yikes.
So it was. They were lined up improperly. So it just puts it back to 2nd and 8. You know what? They marked that one off wrong, too. 2-yard star favor. Here's Logan Christ on the jet sweep. Cuts it back inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. They didn't mark that one properly either.
Nope. Pick up a 6, right? Christ.
Tackle made by Omari Flanagan and Kai Prickle.
Be 3rd and about 3. We've been here, Mike, a few times.
3 times.
Yep.
A lot lately.
Got to cash in, though. Here comes everybody.
They give it to Jet. And nothing
doing.
What a play that time by Damari Jones, who just blew it up.
Yep, 4th and 1, you're going to have to go for it, huh?
Brings up a 4th down for Highlands.
It's 4th and about 3.
Wow, they marked that one bad, too. Like it did look like he made a little progress. Yikes.
0 for 1, 0 for 2, 1 for 3. Rams are 2 for 4 on 4th down. And here they go again, down here for the 3rd consecutive possession. And they give it to Jet.
He gets the first down.
He gets the first down. Boy, too bad for the old 70s tearaway jersey or Jermaine's on his way.
Yep.
But it's first down Highlands anyhow. That looked like when they used to grab at Tony Dorsett and he'd just keep going. And defenders were left with a handful of shirt. At the 19-yard line, it's a 6-yard gain and it's a Highlands first down.
Jermaine has got his work tonight, Mike. 16 carries, 69 yards.
First down, Highlands at 5:25 left of the 3rd. And this is Jet again off the left side, turns the corner and gets tripped up. But he's got a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Okay. Jermaine Jet gets the carry again, gets the Highlands first down, 1st and goal.
13 on that one, Mike.
They're going to mark it at the 6.
17 carries, 82 yards. 1st and goal, Golden Rams.
Jermaine off the field.
Jet's coming off, yep. Hopefully he's okay, just needs a...
1st and goal for the Rams. Cameron Taylor is the sidecar. Low snap. Taylor gets it. Taylor barreling forward and carries men with him inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line.
Great job by Seth Combs, Mike, just to get that handoff off.
Well, they're going to have to get those snaps figured out. 2nd and goal.
Tackle made by
Jet back in there. 4:55 to go of the 3rd. Ambridge has had 4 offensive plays in the second half. And now you got to wonder about fatigue.
Well, doesn't mean unless you knock it in, Mike. Let's go.
Gillette is the fullback. The turn to give is to Jet. Jet, head down, barrels towards the goal line, but doesn't get in. He gets to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal for Highlands.
Carries down to the 1-yard line.
All right, Mike.
3rd and goal for the Golden Rams.
How many carries? How many carries do you have, Jermaine?
I've got 18 now. It's number 34 for Ambridge. King.
Korea King.
It's time to talk about Highland Tire. Why do all the ads say the word winter in them, Mike?
Because we're getting there.
Don't say that.
I won't do it.
My wife is upset. Winter's right around the corner, so why not beat the rush and stop at a Highland Tire and their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 25 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it on site, ask for it, they'll get it. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-2249-222 or in Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment at 724-224-5900. Highland Tire service, integrity, and price.
Third down and goal. The ball's at the 2. And they gave us the jet off the left side into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown.
There's only one problem, Mike. There was no time on the clock.
On the play clock wasn't moving?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they never shut it off. Yeah, it was down to 0. But most importantly, Jermaine Jets in. Highlands on the board. Now the all-important extra point coming here. Sam Peck got. Hopefully give Highlands a chance to tie this game up.
It's a 2-yard run. They had it marked at the 2. So Jet carries it in for the Highlands touchdown. And now we have what? Equipment issues?
I have no idea. I think that guy just enjoys blowing the whistle.
I think he enjoys dinner too.
Well, speaking of dinner, Pavlik was excellent. Thank you.
Well, it looks, great job by the folks here at Ambridge. And first-class operation they run here, no doubt. This is the first time we've been here for football, and it's on our list for a good reason.
All right, Mike, it's a biggie. Signorella to hold, Gillette to snap.
Sam Peck at the post to our right.
Please reset the game clock to 3:33.
The game clock needs to be reset to 3:33. And that is correct. Actually, it's 3:34, but who's counting?
Mike is going to keep track of that over here.
Right. So they're only a second off, so that's all right. 3:34 is when he went in the end zone. Good snap, ball down. Signorella puts it down. Peck misses it wide left. No good. And the Ambridge lead continues to be 14-13.
No good. So with 3:33 left in the third quarter.
When you stand out there for 5 minutes thinking about it, Mike, sometimes that happens.
It was better than icing them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seriously. Have you been putting off getting that much-needed work done around the house? Maybe a leaky roof or remodeling your kitchen, bathroom, or basement? Well, let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations have your home looking like new for the fast-approaching holidays. With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian Nee and his crew at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee that your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or find them on Facebook for money-saving offers. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
I do see Brian out and about, and those trucks are busy all the time, Mike. 3:33 in the third quarter. The threes are wild.
Threes are wild. Well, actually, it was 3:34, but that's okay.
Can I quote you on that?
Yeah, you can, because I always look before I write it down.
Yep. How did they need him, Mike? You just took them one extra series to get in the end zone, but they are in. And now Mike back to work on defense.
Peck will kick off. And again, the defense with a great job getting the turnover. Booker recovering the fumble. And now they're going to need to stop him again. They still trail by 1. And Peck's kick is a liner down the middle. It's going to bounce and come to Locust. Locust off the right side, and Cochran brings him down as he gets across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Logan Christ in on that tackle too.
Tackle made by Highlands number 11, Logan Price.
1st and 10, Ambridge. Again, this will only be their 5th offensive play of the second half. Highlands has scored to bring it to within 1, but they still trail it by a point. They're doing better than the Buccos are tonight anyway.
Their running back, Mekhi Robinson, Mike, hasn't touched the ball very much.
Not much. Low snap. Camp along now.
He's just
going to sprint to the right and get hit, and down he goes. Boy, torpedoing in there for Highlands, looking like Donnie Shell was Noah Gillette.
He sure was, the torpedo. Gillette with his 8th tackle of the night. But Robinson, Mike, is kicking bench press 320 pounds, has 7% body weight, and hasn't touched the ball very much. How many runs did you have?
Mekhi Robinson, not much, and now I believe it's going to be a timeout for Ambridge.
Campbellong's
hurt. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So we'll take 1-2. 3:04 left third quarter. Ambridge 14, Highlands 13. Timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, here's something. Hey, listen.
What's that?
Since the 5:47 mark left in the second quarter, we've had 31 offensive plays. They've had 7.
Wow.
Huh? I don't know.
What's wrong?
It's hard putting our Highlands hats on. That's what did it.
That's it. We switched.
As I tell the new coaches, you don't know what my name is. Because I know all those guys. All right, John. But he's getting up. Mike Rizzo quickly out there.
Signorella and DJ Loveland on the stop. But again, I agree with you, Mike. I thought his foot was down.
So they ended up with great field position and probably got 20 yards out of that.
Yep. Well, Highlands has to keep that good defense going to work now. 1:43 in the third.
Get the sticks set over there.
Now what?
Umpire standing out over the football. There, I think Gillette might have to come off. And that's what they're doing, and they're.
Why is that, Mike?
He might have been shaken up. Yeah.
Okay.
They stopped the play for him. Jermaine Jett takes his place. First down at the 49. Campbellong gives it to Jones over the middle, over the 50. Lucas Lamer brings him down as Jones gets it to the Highlands 47.
He comes up limping, Mike. Looks like a cramp there.
Is that Lamer? Jones?
Yes.
I know Lamer had been.
No, Gillette going back at. And one thing I like about this staff too, Mike, Jermaine Jett, they just haven't played on offense. It gives him a nice chance to rest up. He's been the big guy tonight here, 19 carries, 87 yards, and the go-ahead touchdown.
Campbellong.
That's a pass. That's a
throws
lateral,
it out there
right?
on a screen, and Christ is chasing the man down. The
ball's loose.
Oh, and Logan almost got it. It hit the stripe, though. Oh, Logan Christ knocked it out of his hands as Seymour caught the football.
Was that a lateral, Mike?
No, I think it was a pass. Just a slip screen. But no, he fumbled it backwards. And they're going to lose back to the 48-yard line.
3rd and long. Can Highlands hold here and take over? Take control of the thing.
Seymour's caught 2 for -7.
Reminds me of the Ohio State game yesterday, Mike. Ohio State was getting pummeled by Indiana, and then all of a sudden they threw the switch.
Don't remind me. It ended up all right, though. The score looked better than how it was, believe me. But that was a win, and that's what they needed. And they're going to play Oklahoma next week. Who made that schedule? Campbellong is back. Here they come. Throws it to the near side. Got a man down there. Incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver on the near side of the field, Navon Locust, and it's 4th down.
Great coverage that time by Romello Freeman, Mike. He didn't bite up on that will play. They were setting up, looked like a screen. Give Luke Cochran credit on that too, Mike. He was fronting that screen so that Romello could roll back, which he did a great job of. Great defense that time.
4th down. The punt team is out, but keep your head about you for shenanigans here, because this is a good place on the field for a fake, especially at this time of the game and in this field position. The punter is Dylan Wedge.
Novin Locust laid onto the field at the lonely end there.
There's the snap, and Wedge is going to punt. He almost punted that right up the back of his up man. This is Price at the 15, near side of the field, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Good job by Ambridge special teams that time. Justin Hassick, senior, number 11.
45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Highlands now celebrating 50 years of the lead here.
As they did. Special thanks to our friends at Mason Elite Hoops. Individualized training for 3rd graders all the way up to varsity and beyond. Call them at 724-980-2100. We had a chance to get in there and take a look at some of the stuff that Micah and John do, and it's great stuff. Mitch Desort was there.
Michaela Desort, right? Write that name down.
McKenna, I believe.
McKenna. She's going to be a player.
Here's the give to Jet, and Jet gets 6. And now you can see the pile starting to move a little bit. A lot of like what Don Girardi's done there, because he noticed it, and when things started to go a little sideways for them in the first half, he really got back to basic football and pounding it. Stuff he probably learned off of Coach Whizzer White, huh? When he was quarterback at Valley.
20 rushes now, 93 yards. Yeah,
we miss Whizzer.
Great guy. He always had the Southern Arnold drawl, remember?
Southern Vandergrift.
All right, going to roll
we
down
have come to the end of the third quarter at Mo Rubenstein Stadium in Ambridge with your score. The Highlands Golden Rams 21 and the Ambridge Bridgers 14. Well, another season of Golden Rams football can mean only one thing. Post-game at the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and
ready.
Continue that family tradition started way back in 1953. A great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. The original Anchor Burger is always a fan favorite, as well as their signature seasoned wings made AK Valley style. Make sure to ask about their daily specials or the Blue Plate special, which of course comes on a blue plate. No reservations are needed, and the kitchen's open till 11, so there's plenty of time to come to the Anchor after the game. Mike and I will be there, so make sure to stop by and say hi. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
And their pictures of soda pop have gotten bigger, Mike.
Yes, it's amazing.
Trivia time.
Here we go.
Who holds the record for the WPL most final appearances in a row? WPL finals most in a row. We have a guess to the right. That's wrong. Woodland Hills is incorrect. Most in a row.
Is it somebody up in this Beaver Valley where we are tonight?
That is correct, sir. That's why I picked it.
Is it the Ambridge Bridgers team? No.
Not the Ambridge Bridgers.
Okay.
Currently.
Oh, is this a current record?
Current. Who has the... It's currently, and it's also the record.
Okay.
It's current and the record.
All right.
It's a doubleheader.
We'll do this play and we'll move on. 2nd down and 4.
John got it right, but don't tell him, John.
Okay. Give it to Jet. Tries to get to the near side. Oh, good seal block by Christ. And here comes Jet up through the hole. He's got a first down at the 35-yard line.
He fought for that extra yard, too, Mike.
Logan Christ. Great block there to seal it off.
Uh-oh. They want a flag.
Accompanied by number 3, Mark Flanagan, and number 9, Monterey Carpenter.
How many give him on that one, Mike?
Well, that would be 9.
9. Over the 100-yard mark now to 102 yards on 21 carries for Jermaine Jet.
First down at the 35-yard line. The clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. 11:53 remaining.
Jet coming off the field, Mike.
Taylor back in. But they're good with the play.
Yeah,
again, they're good with the play clock. Without the huddles, you can see that Taylor, head down. The battering ram himself gets a couple to the 37.
Taylor with the carry for the Highlands.
He had 3 carries for 17 yards. Spelling Jermaine here.
Accompanied by 48 King and number 70, David Politek.
All right, I guess I have to make a guess on this question, huh? Who am I missing? Is it Aliquippa?
It is Aliquippa, Mike. John
Mike
had it.
Smianik.
Yep. Currently at 9, possibly going to get to 10.
Again, Mo Rubenstein, 17-3 against Aliquippa.
Back to pass.
Cohen back and a
He's
throw.
got him
down the
in.
field. He's got him.
Oh!
It's over his head. It was Mello Freeman down inside the 30. He had his man beaten.
Try to get it over the top.
They took their shot on 2nd and 8, and it'll be 3rd down.
Why I say currently at 9, possibly 10, Mike, because they're ranked number 1 in the state in 3A this year.
3rd and 8. Oh yeah, they're always there, aren't they? Usually always. 3rd down.
Lonnie Long now on the field, Mike. Remember, they have packages for him at quarterback, too. Big 3rd down for both teams here, Mike. 11:19 to go. Highlands leading 21-14.
We're going to learn along with Coach Girardi when he likes to pull certain things out. Passes to complete to Johnny Price. But he's not going to get there as he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Number 26, Johnny Price, short of the sticks.
Now, the good news is it keeps the clock moving. It's a 3-yard gain.
4th down. Ambridge tackle made by number 4, Damari Jones and Brendan King.
They come out throwing the ball like 18 times now for 64 yards.
4th down and 5.
14.
Logan Christ is punting. Johnny looked like he went down a little awkwardly there. Low snap. Here they come. Logan gets it out of there nicely.
I think they also wanted to get the senior.
This is Tay Lindsay at the 24.
Try to cut it back, Mike. He's going backwards.
But he's
what a
brought
tackle.
down beautifully by
DJ Loveland.
DJ Loveland, the freshman.
On the return for Ambridge.
Oh, that's a great special teams play.
Big play by DJ, Mike. He was in on the last kickoff, too. He is not a big guy at all, Mike. I coached him in basketball, but he's got a lot of heart out there. He ran down that punt return. Nice job by DJ. .5'9", 135, Mike.
You can't teach those numbers. First down for the Bridgers on the 23-yard line. Highlands leading by a slim touchdown with 10.5 to go. Fullback sets up the line, and that's on them. That's on number 70, David Palachek, the freshman.
Let's hope.
Well, that's who moved.
Dead ball.
Hey, there you go, Mike.
Offense.
You got that one.
Yards. First down.
Ambridge 7 for 45 in the penalty department. Highlands 10 for 81. Got to clean that up, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And week 1.
Well, and what coaches will tell you, the biggest improvement that you have comes between week 1 and week 2.
Mm-hmm. With Newcastle coming to time,
They better
improve in a hurry. You're right. They will be here Friday night, Golden Ram Stadium.
2 home games in a row, and then knock after that. Campalong is back.
Roll
Timmons
out.
chases him. Campalong now just tucks it. 20, hit hard and dropped. Fumble.
Oh, wow.
It's loose, and it goes out of bounds as Taylor was just unable to get there.
No, Campbell keeps it for the run.
Yeah, I think the lick was laid on him that time by
Cochran.
Chance Pittman.
Tackle by Highlands.
2.
33, Noah Gillette.
Pittman.
So at the 23-yard line, it's a 5-yard gain.
To make up the penalty yard, he's going to make it
52 yards on the ground for Campbell. He had a big 28-yard run earlier in the first half.
He's 2nd and 10 now.
Clock stops at 10:21 to go.
A lot of movement
you
that
can't do
time,
that.
Mike.
Movement.
There you go.
And they sack him.
That's just
How is there not? Okay, there is a flag. Okay,
Yeah, there's flags
we'll
late.
decline that. Thank you. Jet made a great play and tackled him in the back.
Campbell sacked on the play.
I mean, that's got to be blown dead at the snap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Moving forward at the line like that.
Mike, unfortunately, I see Jet rolling that shoulder.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, that was a CFL play.
But now, do we have a choice to take the sack?
Sure, because they never blew it dead.
Beautiful. Decline it.
Illegal shift on the offense. Time.
There you go. Sack for Jermaine.
Brings up third down.
So that takes them all the way back to the 15, 16-yard line. 7-yard loss.
If they threw the flag when they should have, that would have been a dead ball.
They should have blown the whistle.
Yep. So we'll take it. It's been terrible refereeing on both sides. We're unbiased.
Speak for yourself. Third down and long. 17.
Looked like they moved again.
Campbell is back. He throws it. It's caught.
You got a lot of room over
Out
there.
here, and this is
Lonnie Long.
Crum, and he's short of the first down as he's brought down at the 28-yard line. Crum had the long touchdown reception from Campbell on. Interesting what Terry George is going to do here. They're going to mark him out at the 27-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup.
I think he has to punt it. Yep. 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Highlands leading here 21-14, and the punt team is coming on. Remember, 2 special team scores by the Golden Rams tonight.
Third time's a charm.
Yep. 60-yard punt return by Gabe Booker, and our opening kickoff went 87 yards for a score for Logan Christ.
Oh, high snap. Oh, but a good job there.
Well, he did a great job
by
and
Dylan
got a great
Wedge.
kickoff.
Oh, and the
we
Rams
fumbled.
muff it.
Who's got it? There should be a scrum. Let's see who's got it down
there.
here.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's see who's got the ball. Who's coming out of there with it?
It's Booker.
Looks like Gillette maybe.
It was Booker. He flipped it backwards to the official.
All righty.
Highlands takes over first and 10.
Yep. Great field position.
7-yard line.
They could really use the score again.
Yep. Hey, Mike, talk about Coach Girardi being his first year. Everybody has things a little bit different. One thing he did neat in the right before camp, he had a Mother's Night where he brought all the mothers into the players and he put them through an actual practice. And I've seen actual practices. They did an actual practice. It was pretty interesting. I'll tell you about it after this play.
First down, and now we have whistles again. And
I guess I can tell you about it right now, huh?
why don't you just go ahead?
Full practice, Mike, and they had him doing calisthenics. And guess who participated as an alumni mother?
5 yards. Still
Debbie Bill. She came out of retirement, good old Deb. Whoops, good young Deb. And she did the whole practice, God bless her. Pre-snap penalty, going to make it 5 yards.
1st and 15. And Cohen's going to
Wide open.
waggle. And he gets it inside the 45, and it's pulled in by Christ. That's Logan Christ. And he takes it down to the 44-yard line.
Seth Cohen's pass is completed to number 11, Logan Price.
So that is 8 and 6 for 14.
Is number 4, DeMar.
Second and 1.
78 yards now for Cohen passing.
1 for the Wolverines.
More importantly, 2nd and 1. Anyways, they're doing calisthenics, and when they do the jumping jack, they say RAMS. And the moms are doing it. And Coach Girardi said, you did it a lot better than your sons the first time.
And they give us that
Big
shed
hole.
on a nice counter action. And he gets a first down inside the 40 and down to the 38.
First down run for the Highlands by number 22, Jermaine Jett.
Number 7 there,
On the
Mike?
tackle.
And now Highlands has 12 first downs. Yeah, 7's good. And we have a player down. And it's Jet.
Oh, Mike.
Now we'll take a quick break here with 9:33 to go. They'll tend to Jermaine Jett, and we'll be right back. Jermaine Jett came off the field under his own power, and he looked like he was okay. He may be
Yeah,
winded.
I mean, let's face it, Mike. He had 22
and it's the
carries,
first game.
109 yards. And remember, he hasn't practiced
I
much.
mean, this is the first. How often do you see this when one team's playing their first game and the other team's already had one?
Right.
Cohen is back. Cohen's going to fire it down the sideline. Oh, Romello
Great
Freeman
catch, Romello
goes up
Freeman.
and pulls it down. Freeman climbs the ladder. It's 1st and goal.
If it's a jump ball, I like Romello's chances.
Seth Cohen's pass to
That was a great throw too.
Yep.
It really was.
Highlands first down.
Great play on both ends.
30 on that?
That's good enough for me. Called 31.
Goal for the Gold Rams.
Even better. That puts Cohen at 109 passing now. 20 attempts for 109.
And the first catch for Mello. 1st and goal.
Cameron Taylor.
Taylor's going to put the head down and get it down to about the 5-yard line.
Cameron Taylor on the carry.
Big freshman down there, David Pavlik.
Getting back to Mother's Night, they had a punt, pass, and kick competition. Carrie Signorella, total of 75 yards was your winner. She got a helmet.
Not a helmet sticker, she got a whole helmet.
The whole helmet.
2nd and goal. Rams with spread formation here. Cohen under center. He stops. He pops.
Wide
Highlands,
open.
touchdown. Logan Christ in the flat.
Seth Cohen's pass to number 11, Logan Price for a touchdown.
And the Rams have stretched it out to 27-14.
Now 114 yards passing for Seth Cohen in his junior debut.
J.C. Bowser on.
J.C. Bowser's on to try the extra point. Signorella holds it. The snap is good. The kick is on its way.
She boomed it.
It is good.
Boom.
J.C. Bowser with her first attempt bangs it through. 8:52 to go. Highlands 28, Ambridge 14.
And I'm allowed to say that's my girl because I recruited her. Take Taylor Gunn's place.
Take a timeout, and we'll be right back. Ambridge was hit with a personal foul penalty. They roughed the holder. They roughed Signorella. So that's only 5-yard penalty.
I guess it didn't rough him too much.
Shouldn't that be 15 yards? It should kick it running into the holder. It's at the other 45, guys.
Wow. There you go. Now they got it. There's two 45s. I hope they can
the problem was they came by boat. That's pretty amazing. Okay.
Guess what? JC's going to kick
off. I had mentioned to her about her awesome shoes. Now we get a chance to get a look at those.
Sam may be
These are tremendous.
Yeah. Because usually Taylor Gunn did not kick at all last year, remember? This will be interesting to see what she does. I'm going to watch her.
Boots it high to the far side of the field and
stays in bounds. It's a free ball. Who gets it?
It goes out.
Oh, last second.
If somebody touched it, then it's at least as long as somebody touched it while it was in the field to play, then it's Ambridge's ball.
There. And that's what's happening, Mike. Yeah, Mark. Pretty good kick, 18-yard line.
Rams almost ended up getting that.
Hey, just finish up the mother's story. As they were doing the calisthenics, Coach Girardi says, "I can't hear you," he goes, "but I'm sure I will on Friday night."
He's already got that figured out, doesn't he? Yeah. And you mentioned this reminded you of the Ohio State game last night. It really kind of does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It was all Indiana early. Ohio State roared back. Same thing with Highlands.
We'll have to tell our story, what we did on our week 0 last week. We went to watch Kiski.
That's right.
We didn't have anything to do, so we found the game. Campbell, the quarterback. Rams now by 2 touchdowns. And have really turned this around since the midway point of the second quarter. Now this is going to be taken
Pass
by
wide
Seymour. He's going to fire it. He's got a man wide open. And Crum has it all the way out to the 50-yard line. So a little razzle-dazzle by Terry George.
And Logan Christ come up in run support. He got back to make the tackle on Booker and Gillette.
That's their first down of the second half.
To number 18, Tajay Crum. Completed up to midfield. First down.
So it's a 32-yard gain.
And trust me, Logan knows better. He's kicking himself over there. But it's hard not to bite up.
100 yards on 3 receptions for Crum. Having a big night. First down at the 50, 8.5 to go. This is Jones, hit by Lamer, and then a bunch of Rams hit him hard as he gets to the 46 of Highlands. It's a 4-yard pickup.
Lamer, Cochran, and Booker in on that stop.
2nd and 6. Again, next week we will be at home. Newcastle will be there. 7 o'clock kickoff. Be there, Aloha.
Hopefully one of our team captains back, Tyler Sportelli, for that one.
Can't hurt to have him back in that defense, there's no doubt. This is Jones again. The Rams get in there to get him, and now
fights what?
He does. He fights out of there and gets close to a first down. Oh, Rams got to be sure on their tackling than that. Got a marker down?
Yeah. Chikello on in that stop, along with Gillette.
It's a false start call against Ambridge, so bring it back. That's 70, at least 70 in penalties for them. It's hard to keep. You need an abacus.
Illegal formation. One left man on the line of scrimmage. Offense.
Now you need to have 7 up there.
Replay second down.
Take it back to the Ambridge 49 and make it 2nd and 11. 7:54 time remaining, 4th quarter. Highlands 28, Ambridge 14.
Again, it looks like a little confusion on the Ambridge side. Trips to the right. And now, let's see.
That's from the Highlands sideline.
Highlands calls timeout.
That's what they've done. Indeed. We'll take one with them. 7:36 to go. The Rams now lead it by 2 touchdowns. We'll be back. After the Highlands timeout, Ambridge 2nd and 11 on their 49, moving left to right here, 4th quarter. Highlands leading at 28-14. Trips right this time. Jones is the single setback. And Campbell is back. Here they come. Campbell is hit, and down he goes. Noah Gillette.
He'll get the sack on that play, Mike. Noah Gillette, what a night on defense. 12 tackles and a sack.
Campbell emerged.
He's tremendous. Campbell is down. Getting up very slowly.
And Noah Gillette, Mike, you can look him in the eye. 5'10", 195. Actually, got to step up a little bit.
I cannot look him in the eye.
I can look him in the eye.
I can stand on a brick and look him in the eye. Clock winds to less than 7 minutes. 3rd down.
Jets out there playing defense now, Mike.
Camp along back. Throws it.
Nope.
Incomplete.
Ooh.
Into the ground. Intended receiver Brendan King, but the pass wouldn't have even been close to a first down, and it's 4th down.
Got to give Highlands credit, Mike. Second half, their defense has really come on here.
Well, Ambridge they made a first down on the second play of the second quarter, and they have 1 cents.
Wow.
4th down, they're going to go for it, I think. Terry George is looking at that clock at 6:53. The Rams would like to get the ball back and run some time off it if they can. 4th down, here we go. Camp along is back. Here comes the rush.
He got
Fires it down the sideline.
Intercepted
by Logan Christ at the 27-yard line.
Now, Camp along's pass intercepted by number 11, Logan Price.
So it's the second Ambridge turnover.
So you're telling me they've only had 1 first down since the
second play of the second quarter.
That's amazing. That's some defense, guys.
That's really turned it around. So Highlands gets it on the interception. Logan Price has done it all, which is pretty much what he did last year too. So doesn't surprise me.
Interceptions, punt returns, kick returns, receiving. He's got 3 passes here tonight, Mike. 5-yard touchdown. Great job by Logan in his senior season.
Halftime score: Washington 10, Rutgers 7. My goodness. 1st and 10.
I thought that was a little Prixies for a minute.
No. Number 8, Washington. And the great Jake Browning. Cohen's going to run it. Going to follow Jet up in there. Gets a rough ride as he gets up to the 33-yard line as he's hit by Amari Flanagan.
Let that time roll on.
You saw that play in the Jeff Sinclair playbook. I understand I wouldn't recognize Jeff. He's let his hair grow a bit, I understand.
A little bit. He's down in Washington, D.C. now, working as a projects manager, overseeing everything down in D.C. for us. We know we're in good hands with Jeff down there.
That's absolutely true. 2nd and 5.
And it looks like Ambridge wants to call timeout. They don't.
This is Taylor. Taylor's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, but fights forward and gets it back for no gain. That was a good 0-yard gain right there.
Highlands number 44, Cameron Taylor.
Opening night in the 4A conference, Mike. Just looking at the troop breakdown. South Fayette's the favorite. They were 10-1 last year. You know, they got beaten in the playoffs by Newcastle.
Yeah.
That was a crazy game. It was like 51-48.
5:35 on a moving 4th quarter clock. Highlands leading it by 2 touchdowns.
And no rush to put it in play here.
3rd and 5.
Remember, 4 teams make the playoffs from each conference.
Johnny Christ crabbing motion. Give it to Jet. Tries to get to the outside. Tries to cut it back.
He
Spins.
does. He lost the ball.
Lost it.
Uh-oh.
He got it. Nope. Ambridge is on it. At the 34-yard line, Montel Jarrett has the football, and he's hurt.
Somebody's down for Highlands, too, Mike.
On the run.
Who is
It's
it this
Jet
time?
getting up slowly.
2 guys
I'm
down.
going to sort this out. Ambridge did get the ball. It was recovered by Jarrett, number 5.
There was a fumble on the play, recovered by Ambridge. It'll be Ambridge ball, 1st and 10.
Jet had 5 before the fumble, Mike.
Yes.
Puts him at 114 now on 23 carries.
He's carried the ball 11 times in the second half, and Taylor's carried it 5. We'll take a timeout. 5:17 to go. We'll be right back. Injured player was Amari Flanagan, number 3 of Ambridge. He comes off the field. Ambridge does get the ball, as our referee explained to us. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Highlands 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, this is Ambridge's last stand. I believe we're going to hold him here.
Rams have scored the last 3 touchdowns.
And remember that stat Mike gave you. They've only had 1 first down since the second play of the second quarter. Great job by the Highlands defense.
Campbell fires, and it's caught at the 29-yard line, pulled in by Seymour.
No, Campbell's pass completed to number 2, Laconia Seymour.
2nd and 4.
And again, this might be where you get a little bit of a bend defense.
2nd and 5.
Bend but don't break.
Camp along fires off the hands of Brendan King. Pass was a little bit behind him. He tried him on a slant.
Pass to number 7, Brendan King, falls incomplete.
Brings up a big third down here for Ambridge.
Third and
4. 4:50 to go. There's molasses in the clock.
A maiden voyage of Dom Girardi, hopefully going to pay off for the victor here this evening.
And all of our maiden voyage to Mo Rubenstein.
Here comes the
Campo
rush.
in trouble. Throws it up there
Nowhere.
to nobody on the near side of the field.
Oh, late
and
flag,
a flag
Mike.
is down. It may be intentional grounding. There was not a soul over there. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Let's listen.
Potential ground.
Good, Mike. Very good.
Offense.
Is that lost it down?
5-yard penalty.
It is 5 yards. Lost it down.
Yeah, I got one. So, Mike, we mentioned the South Fed is favored to take the conference, and then the contenders, as listed by the Trib, Mars, Newcastle, Blackhawk, Montour. That doesn't leave room for anybody else, does it?
Games tonight besides this one: Knock at Blackhawk, South Fayette at Mars, and Montour at Newcastle. So it's 4th down. Now, that's a 5-yard penalty from the spot.
Yeah.
So that puts it back at the 45.
And it looks like they're going to go for it here, huh?
It are, because it's 4th down and
Forever.
20. And this is basically Custer's last stand at 4:45. Unless the Rams do him some favors. Campalong is back. Campalong fires it down the near side of the field and overshoots his
Great
intended
job
receiver.
by Logan Christ.
It was.
Got his position, held his position, and ran the guy right off the
And you
ball.
see what he does and what he does so well. His eyes are looking at the receiver's eyes, and he knows what's going on that way.
Ball goes over on down
So the Rams have held again.
for Highlands.
So, Mike, according to the Trib, Ambridge, Knock, Indiana, Highlands, all going to be looking up. All I got to say is right now, if we can hold on and win here, we're in the conference league.
That's right. You can't win them all.
So you win the first one.
That's right.
Famous guy once said that, didn't he?
Yes.
Infamous.
1st and 10. Highlands at their 45. Cohen has Gillette and Taylor behind him. This is Taylor. Gets a hole through there. And gets about 4 as he's submarine. You got to take him down low. That's probably a good idea that time by Damari Jones.
Cam, 6 carries for 24 yards tonight. Mike, we are getting a lot more plays off than we used to.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
This no-huddle offense with the plays being signaled from the sidelines. I'll be honest with you.
Tom remembers his days at Valley and all the delays of games that they took.
The first time he tried to describe the offense, my eyes rolled back in my head. So it has been effective so far.
2nd and 6.
Kids have a lot of responsibility out there, Mike.
Taylor. Oh,
Got
nice
the back.
cut.
Nice job.
He fumbles.
Who's on it?
Seth Cohen falls on it at the 48-yard line.
Denver Taylor with the carry for the Golden Rams and the fumble recovered by Highlands.
3rd down. 3rd and 3, we'll call it.
Yep.
3:37 remaining. The Rams on top of this one. 28-14, and have taken control of it since midway through the 2nd quarter. And think of what would have happened if they'd have scored at the end of the half when they let that one go. But they didn't let that deter them. 3rd and 3.
Here comes everybody, Mike.
Taylor, head down.
get
Oh, he bounces
there.
off. And
Yes, he is.
My God, he looked like Norm Bulash.
He's still going,
He's
Mike.
still going. He's inside
Wow.
the 40 and
He
down
got
to the
6
38
more
yard
after
line.
the fact.
Taylor for Highlands on the 1st down run.
9 yards on the pickup there, and boy, he got all 9 himself. He now has 36 yards on 8 carries.
And again, Norm Bulash, ask your grandfather.
That was Philadelphia. It was like a bowling ball, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
First down, Highlands at the 39-yard line.
And if you really go back, Franny Rogel was the same thing. He coached the Highlands. Yep. He was a battering ram for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
One of the coaches of the 50 years.
Yes. We'll be talking about them as the year goes along here.
I'll have one for you here in a second. Cohen gives it to Taylor. Taylor carrying the load. This is like giving it to the bus late in the game.
Yep.
Inside to the 36-yard line. Our athletic director, Chuck DeBoer, was in here at halftime, and I asked him, this is 3 3 coaches in 22 years for Highlands. Do you remember who the one was before that? And he paused for a second. I said, Chuck, it was you. He goes, yes, it was.
Chuck has got rid of the Ted Danson look.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit disappointing. I like that one. I thought Chuck had a new show on CBS this year. And then 2nd and 7. Taylor again follows a block by Gillette.
Wow.
Squares those shoulders, and
Look
here he
at him
comes.
go.
He's at the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. And there's Chuck right down there. Look at that. He's right there. How about that?
Get a shot of him there, John.
He is.
In the
He's
gold
right
jacket there.
He's right there.
R.A.D.
There's Chuck.
The Ted Danson lookalike. There he is.
He was the coach in 1995 before Tim Cars got here.
Did he get 20 on that one, Mike? All by himself.
19 or so, 19. Yeah.
I'm going to give him 10 carries, 60 yards. He's averaging 6 yards a carry. Cam doing a nice job.
First and 10. From the 17-yard line. Long count. This is Gillette. Gillette, wades his way through there nicely.
Oh, boy.
Keeps fighting inside the 10 and down to the 8.5-yard line. It'll be about half a yard short of the sticks.
And it's funny, Mike, when they had that Mother's Night, first play they ran was a fullback draw to Sue Gillette.
Well, she was wearing 33, wasn't she?
Yep.
Every kid has worn 33.
That's been my assignment to make sure that happens, and it has. Well-deserved 33.
That's the family number. They ought to retire that for the family when they're done. 2nd and 1 at the 8. Clock winds, less than a minute to go. Taylor has a 1st and goal at the 5.
He is. Come out late. Let's see what they say.
Whistles were blowing.
I believe so.
Cameron Taylor with the carry. First down, Highlands.
Time to take a knee and get out of Dodge, Mike?
Yes. There's no reason to score here. 1st and goal at the 5. Sticks are down.
First
Clock.
goal at the 6-yard line.
Now, when they wind it here, they do. Actually, the Rams only have to do one time.
I think one snap. Yep.
Now, maybe 2.
Been quite an impressive display here, Mike, after we got past that second quarter. 1 first down after the second play of the second quarter.
Seth Cohen, victory formation, takes a knee, and that's going to be it. The Rams are going to get out of here with a win on opening night, trailing it 14-7 at halftime, but making the comeback and putting together a very successful and strong second half.
Impressed by the defense, Mike, and impressed that Jermaine Jett came out here in the second half and strapped it on. And again, Seth Cohen did a great job at quarterback. Definitely a team victory for the Golden Rams. They're going to have to come out firing on Friday night when Newcastle comes to town.
Exactly. Well, I want to thank everybody here. Brian Miller, the athletic director at Ambridge, for helping us out. Thanks to Ricky for coming and John for helping us out here tonight, too. And the Rams get out of here with a win on opening night. Once again, that final score, Highlands 28 and Ambridge 14. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying, so long, everybody.